Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're gonna be speaking about Rolly Romero and Teofimo Lopez heated press conference. Of course, we will be speaking about Matchroom wanting a fire Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury undercard. Then, of course, we will be getting into some open boxing topics. But before we get into all of that, if y'all could please hit the like button on the way in, that'll be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,700 mark, looking to crack that 3,800 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. Big shout out to everybody that's been contributing to the channel, whether it's through super chats, cash apps, all of that good stuff, man. It does a whole lot for the channel, and I'm very much thankful and appreciative for that. Shout out to the replay gang, man. Y'all might not be in the comments, but I know y'all in the building. So salute, and big shout out to everybody that's in the comments thus far, man. The comments is already blowing up. We got 15 people in here within the first minute being live, man. Only the nation, man. Salute to the motherfucking nation. Absolutely. Shout out to the boy Jay in the comments. He was the first comment of the day. He said, "What up, Mark?" in chat. Salute, brother. What's going on? What's going on? Josue Hernandez, what up? Leroy Smith, what up? What's going on? I like that name, Leroy. That's a throwback name. You know what I mean? Every motherfucker I know named Leroy, gangster. You feel me? Salute to the homie Leroy. Justin Jackson in the building, aka J Day. What's going on, man? That's my brother right there. I fuck with the homie. Sean Terrence, what up? That's an OG Mazuma Nation member. Speaking of Mazuma Nation, man, that merch is on the way. I finalized all of my designs, so they should be getting put up. What I'm trying to decide right now is whether I have this website that I used previously, called by the Teespring. I'm deciding whether I should use them to print out the shirts, or I should just have like a local t-shirt printer do it, so I can have it on hand. You know what I mean? And have them available for sale in person, and of course, I could ship them out as well. Trying to see exactly how to go about that. I think I'm gonna end up deciding to get them printed in person, so I could sell them at the gym. You know what I mean, and all that good stuff, man. But regardless, I'm gonna make sure that Mazuma Nation merch get out to Cali, where my boy Justin Jackson at, and my boy Ralph. I'm gonna make sure Tokyo. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure that shit get over to Tokyo, man. You know what I'm saying? We Mazuma Nation merch, that shit gonna be everywhere, you heard? So that's the update, man. My boy Marlon, what up? My boy Justin said T.O. Senior was on a sick one. Yeah, he was bro. You could tell, like, anybody that ever done, and you ain't gotta be, because I was never a street nigga. Let's get that clear. That was my pop. I mean, my OGs, they were street niggas. But one thing about me, I'm from the hood. You feel what I'm saying? And one thing that I'm able to tell is whether a nigga a dope fiend or not. Like, that's one thing I could tell. I could tell you was if you either a current dope fiend or a recovering addict, because what a lot of people don't really talk about is, even when these dudes stop doing these drugs, is like especially when they abuse it, they so far gone that even if they stop using it, they still have symptoms of a fucking crackhead. So it's like, basically, even if you stop, you still look like one, you still act like one. Like, that shit does irreversible damage to yourself. And TOC, Senior admitted to being on drugs in the Shakur Stevenson fight. I told y'all that. I told y'all that this dude is a fucking dope fiend. I told you he's an alcoholic. That's why Bill Haney was running down on him in the liquor store and shit like that. Like, this dude, and he admitted it on Zuma TV. T.O. Jr., he called himself a crack baby. Like, this dude is literally going to be the downfall of his son. You feel me? But we definitely gonna talk about that. Shout out to my boy Tricks. What up? Shout out to my boy Justin Jackson with the 10 jewels, the gold coin. I appreciate that, brother. I heard that helps the channel generate revenue. So thank you very much. My boy Chris Maldonado, what up? That's my brother right there, man. Salute. Marissa Alvarez, big supporter of the channel. We love Marissa, don't we, babe? We fuck with Marissa. Yeah, she the truth. Chicken Man, I'm not familiar with you, brother, but I fuck with the name. Salute. Yeah, Josue. Yeah, bro. I peeped that, bro. Josue, we gonna talk about it, bro. That whole go back to Cuba comment, bro. Like, do you know how fucking dumb you gotta be to tell a motherfucker to go back to Cuba when you're not even a native of this land? I don't understand that shit. Like if you're a native, like, cause you know we Puerto Rican, right? We Puerto Rican over here, right? Cool, right? If I'm from Puerto Rico and there's some motherfucking gringo in the island, and I tell that nigga to go back to where the fuck he came from, that would make sense because I'm native. I'm native to this land. Like my ancestors came from this land. Like this is our shit. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga Teofimo Senior, the fucking dope head, is literally a Honduran. This nigga is from Honduras, who's not native to the fucking U.S. soil, and he's telling a fucking Cuban who's not native to this soil to go back to Cuba. Nigga, you saying that shit as if you from here. Nigga, you ain't from here. Your parents came over here, whatever the fuck the case is. You know how stupid you sound? Can you imagine if I went and I told a motherfucker, because I got, and my dad's side, they come from Nigeria and all that shit. Can you imagine if I looked the motherfucking um if I looked a Dominican nigga in his eyes and I'm just like, man, go the fuck back to DR, nigga, you hoe ass nigga, and just be on some dead serious shit. Like, nigga, what? Like, I'm not even, this ain't even my land. How the fuck can I tell you to go back somewhere? This shit is crazy. You said Argentinians are racist. Well, why you say that? Because he's not Argentinian, brother. Agent, he's Honduran. Like that. This dude, he's an idiot, bro. Like, I see why niggas done stole on T.O. Senior before, bro. He out of pocket, he talk crazy, and that nigga hands don't match his mouth. You feel what I'm saying? The way he be, his hands do not match his fucking hand, like his hands, bro. It don't. You feel me? See, Agent 86 ain't even know what the fuck Teofimo Lopez and them was. Shit is crazy. And y'all got some black ass niggas in Honduras and all that too. Like Dr. Sebi was Honduran, from what I understand. Nigga was black as hell. And y'all got the nerve to be black. I mean, y'all got a nerve to say hateful shit towards black people. Should be frying me, bro. I don't be understanding. I don't, but I guess, crackhead ain't easy to understand. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Nostalgic said Tio don't know what he is. During the Josh Taylor fight, he was saying he's from Spain. Well, I believe Spain did conquer Honduras, so he's basically admitting to being a colonizer. You feel what I'm saying? That's all he's admitting to. That's why they speak Spanish over there and shit like that. Let me see. Let me check. Hold on. Let me check. Just let me verify real quick. Yeah, they conquered Honduras for like about 15 years. Yeah, so he just admitting that, he come from colonizers, ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? He's saluting the colonizers because Honduras won't back Teofimo Lopez up. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, maybe if I wave this Spaniard flag, maybe Spain to get behind me. Bitch ass nigga, you ain't Sergio Martinez, nigga. You ain't Maravilla, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Niggas don't fuck with you like that, bro. Your fan base was black people and Puerto Ricans, and those are the two people you disrespected, you hoe ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Wait, was Sergio Martinez matter of fact, nigga, Sergio Martinez is Argentinian. I'm tripping, right? Yeah, he from Argentina. I take that back. I'm tripping. I don't know why I was thinking that he was a Spaniard. No. Never mind. He spent a portion of his life in Spain. All right, never mind. Never mind. He's Argentinian, but he lived in Spain, so I came from the right place. But anyways, man, I want to get into this heated press conference between Rolly Romero and Teofimo Lopez. The shit was like a roller coaster, to be honest with you. It started off on some calm shit. Then, Rolly started it off by talking shit to Teo Senior. Then even the trainers went back and forth, and But we gonna break this shit down. So I hope you guys got some time because I'm about to give you a whole lot of mine. You feel me? So let's get into this. Salute to the nation. Salute to the mob, of course. And let's get this show on the road. This is gonna be our reaction to Rolly Romero and Teofimo Lopez final press conference. Let's go.
Lopez, August 20th. Pay-per-view undercard press conference we just had. There's some real future rising stars that are going to break out of that card. And you're going to want to be he's his head up
Okay.
with glass trap.
I don't know why y'all take this time to just waste people time.
Week, people are saying, and that's just a Britain.
Nobody give a fuck about.
Thank you, Chris.
Who is this nigga? Why he look so familiar? Who is that?
Hey, and we're already here. I don't know about you guys, but I have a feeling about this one. We have two very dynamic fighters.
Chad, who is this nigga? He looks very familiar, but I don't know where he from. Anybody know? Let me know.
Fighters up here on the stage.
Sound like a blade. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Brutal knockout puncher. I don't think either one of these guys are gonna let friendship get in the way of legacy.
Oh, okay. Okay, Junior the Truth said he was one of the brothers that ran OTX boxing. Okay. I probably seen an interview or something from him. So salute. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Let's continue. I really don't want to hear what he got to say neither. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I feel like at this point I want to get to the crux of this motherfucker. So, all right, let's hear what the dope fiend got to say. You know what I'm saying? We got some time. You know what I mean? Just like when we be on the block, we be listening to these crackheads venting and all that shit. This ain't no different. So let's hear what the boy T.O. Senior got to say.
How's everybody doing? Anyway, this fight sells itself. You know, we have two great fighters here fighting for the 147 weight division. You got the champion, Rolly. I'm just here, man, to guide my son like I always do, like every father should do. And
You ain't got your son in that last fight. You humiliated him. You ain't got the motherfucker nowhere. You got him to an ass whooping.
very proud of my son. He's going to be three-time world champion come Saturday. I have no doubt about that. And I'm just letting the whole world know, please tune in. You have to see this fight. If you don't see it live, you got to see it on the zone. And that's all I got to say right now. This fight sells itself. It's going to be, Rolly comes to fight all the time. This is just somebody that's in front of us that we have to, this is all business. It's nothing personal. And I just want to let Rolly know, the best man is going to win this fight. I know my son is. He's too technical, too fast, too smart, and too strong, for Rolly. And I think that this fight should be doing good. Because these guys come to fight. This is going to be a dog fight, and whoever's the best that night is going to win this fight. Thank you.
A todos. Buenas tardes para todos.
Yo, Salah's really a little ass nigga, bro. That's probably why he be wearing them platform shoes when he be doing pad work and shit. But regardless, shout out to the OG Ismael Salas, man. Done contributed a lot to the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Done did some legendary shit. You know what I mean? And he be keeping it professional and respectful. Shout out to the boy Junior the Truth, though. Salute, man. Trick said they really got my boy John Jones out. For real, he out there? That's what's up, man. Shout out to the MMA GOAT, man. Salute. Fuck with John Jones. How are the tickets selling for this fight? I have no idea. That's actually a good question. Trick said 1 minute is nothing personal. The next minute, T.O. Senior say, go back to Cuba. Yeah, he said a lot of disrespectful shit to Silas outside of that. Try to downplay him as a trainer and all types of shit. It's like, bro, even with T.O. Jr. ain't the one who said it, but he took little personal digs too. Yeah, I mean, he showed some hidden animosity for Rolly, in my opinion. Uh, Tio Senior was disrespecting Salas as if he was a nobody, and yeah, I mean, just these dudes, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, like these dudes is a cancer to the sport of boxing, bro. Like seriously. But continue. Let's see what Salas got to say.
Para mí es un honor tener esta gran pelea. Yo siempre he admirado a Tío y al padre, son como familias para nosotros. Pero bueno, llegó el momento de pelear.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. And let me tell you something. I've always admired Tio's family, Tio's father, Tio himself. But you know what? The time has come and it's time to fight.
So, es por eso que yo clasifico esta pelea como un juego de ajedrez.
That's why I think this fight is actually going to be like a chess match.
Quien ponga mejor.
Salas, if that's what you think, I'm gonna just say this. No disrespect or nothing like that. But if in your mind as a coach, you feel like this fight is going to be a chess match, then Rolly's not winning this fight. At least not to me. If it comes down to just pure chess, I think Teofimo Lopez is the more experienced fighter. I think that I think he got the better ring IQ. I just think overall he's the more intelligent guy. Now, Rolly has some intangibles in this fight that could possibly win him the fight. You know, him being explosive, being fast, good punching power, good stamina. You know what I'm saying? Like those are things that could definitely play a part and could be the reason why he can knock off Teofimo Lopez. But you know what I mean? If Rolly's sitting there thinking with Tio's gonna win that game all day, in my opinion. So that right there itself, unless they covering up something, this is not a good sign. This is a red flag to me.
La ficha es el que va a ganar.
Let's see who can place the pieces in the better way and come out with the win.
Que gane el mejor esa noche y ante todo que salgan con mucha salud.
May the best man win, and most importantly, may they both come out healthy and in the best shape possible.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get to the fighters. Teofimo Lopez won his first world title back.
All right, before we get into the fighters, I just want to address these comments. My boy Rouse said, wrong strategy, chess match. I hope he just left him. My boy Jay said, Rolly don't play chess. He played Goldfish. That's fucking crazy. I remember that game, Goldfish. I used to play that shit when I was a young boy. Junior the Truth said, I think Rolly has a huge advantage at 147. We don't really know until the fight actually happens, but you may possibly be right. Rolly's definitely the bigger guy in comparison to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez power didn't really translate to 140 so well. So what gives us the indicator that power is going to translate at 147? That really don't make sense, to be honest with you. Teofimo Lopez is a relatively small guy. I didn't even think he was the biggest 140, but now you're going up into the full welterweight limit. And I think the only way that he wins this fight with Rolly is if, he plays it smart. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really get into many 50-50 exchanges with Rolly. You know what I mean? He uses his speed, his athleticism to get out of dodge, shit like that. I really expect him to let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to need that to keep Rolly up off him, to be honest with you. So, yeah, definitely has some huge advantages, but I still stand on my point that I feel like Teofimo Lopez is the more experienced fighter, all around the board. I think he's the more skilled fighter. I think he's the more athletic fighter. I think he has better reflexes than, Rolly Romero, especially when he decides to be elusive. He could be, once he reaches that flow state, I don't know how Rolly, disrupts that outside of just clipping Tio. But, I think what also plays in Tio's, favor as well is that he has an understanding of who Rolly is. Yeah, I mean, I think that plays in both of their favors, to be honest with you. They got to understand who they are. But considering the fact, in my opinion, that Teofimo Lopez is the more intelligent, ring savvy fighter in comparison to Rolly, I think it benefits him just a little bit more because he has, with him having an understanding of Rolly and having the more advanced toolbox, in my opinion, I think that he could really explore some things and, you know, have his way. That's just how I see it, to be honest with you. My boy Junior the True followed up and said Tio has never been touched at 147, and Shakur got his respect at 140. I think Rolly is about to do Tio bad. I mean, yeah, Shakur definitely got his respect at 140, but I think what really discouraged Tio more than anything was that he was getting hit clean by Shakur, and he wasn't able to hit Shakur clean. So I think that I think it was a mix of him getting hit clean by Shakur. He probably felt some shit he didn't like, but also whenever he attempted to, shoot a shots, he was falling over his feet. He was off balance. You know what I'm saying? And it just seemed like Shakur had a response for every single move that Teofimo Lopez made, whether it was offensively or defensively. And I think that's what discouraged Tio more than anything. This one's going to be a little bit different. He's going to be in there with a stronger guy. He's going to be in there with a bigger puncher, but somebody who's not as intelligent as Shakur Stevens, somebody who doesn't understand distance like, Shakur Stevenson, somebody who gets hit a lot easier than Shakur Stevenson. So there's some things to worry about, obviously, but there's also some things that Tio could take advantage of. So I think that's what makes the fight interesting overall, man. Let's not get it misconstrued. I am rooting for Rolly Romero. I hope Rolly puts Tio's lights out. Like if that were to happen, man, I would be ecstatic. I would be absolutely I would be overcome with joy if that were the case. But just being objective and calling it straight down the middle, um, that's just what I think. You feel me? My boy Ralph came through and said Rolly from the start of the bell has to make his size advantage apparent. I agree. Like I said, and I've been saying this, Rolly got to tap into that Coach Bullet Rolly. You know what I mean? The one, before he got sparked by Tank and started becoming all hesitant and all that and getting dropped by Ismael Barroso. Like, I want to see that young, hungry, aggressive Rolly that's throwing with bad intentions every opportunity he gets. You know what I mean? Not letting his opponents breathe, just showing a whole lot of grit, determination, dog. I think that makes Tio very uncomfortable. Tio's going to have to fight Rolly up off of him. And the more 50-50 exchanges that Rolly gets into with Tio, the more the fight will likely play in his favor, or he may possibly hurt Tio, possibly knock Tio out. You know what I'm saying? And one thing to add on to what you were saying, Junior, the truth, Rolly, when you really assess Teofimo Lopez's career, he ain't really been in there with no big punchers, man. Like Richard Comey was a solid puncher at 135, but Comey, and this could be, just how good Tio was at the time. He didn't get a chance to touch Tio, not clean. You know what I'm saying? That was an early knockout win for Tio. I don't know if that was the first or the second round, but it was quick work. Outside of that, like T.O. Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor had respectable pop, but wasn't like no lights out type of puncher. Vasil Lomachenko, he's a cumulative puncher. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first time he in there with somebody who has concussive one punch knockout power with speed and explosiveness to add on to it. And awkwardness, which is also something that, could be hard to prepare for in a fighter. You feel me? My boy Junior the Truth responding to Ralph. He said, I think Rolly is going to establish the jab early and work off that motherfucker. Everything coming off the jab, just like in the Ryan fight, Rolly has gotten way better. Rolly has gotten better in terms of skill set, and you could, salute Ismael Salas for that. But I think because he is getting more into like the sweet science bag, I think that hurts him against Teofimo Lopez because, I'm seeing Rolly using his brain, but now he's being more economical as a result of that. I don't think you could afford to be economical with somebody like Teofimo Lopez, man. Like you gotta stay on him. You can't allow him to, be that rhythmic fighter that he is and throw single shots because Tio has great time and he has great counter punching ability. And I think he can make Rolly pay for, what I'm saying? Just sitting back, playing chess, trying to, box with him. We need to see Rolly dog this nigga. Rolly got a 15-month layoff. No one talking about that. That could play a part. Is there any benefits for Teofimo moving up in weight? Well, moving up in weight could be beneficial to just about anybody, to be honest with you, unless you're just too small for the weight class you're moving up to. And Teo may very possibly be too small for welterweight, to be honest. Like I said, the power drastically changed between 135 to 140. And I think Teo kind of acknowledged that because he said he did great at 135. He said 140 was like a learning curve. So he's excited to see what happens at 147. I think he's going to be really small for the weight. I think that his punching power isn't going to be as dynamic as it was when he was a lightweight. And I think he's going to feel these shots from these bigger guys with smaller gloves on, and he's going to have to tap more into his boxing bag, because if he doesn't and he thinks he could just sit there and bang with motherfuckers or sit in the pocket with these bigger guys, Teo's going to get hurt, man. Junior says the economic style is going to allow Rolly to go get Teo in the middle of the late rounds when he slows down, like Loma did. That's a great point. That's very much possible. But I think the reason why Loma started to get to Teo in those later rounds, because he started turning it up. He really started turning it up and really started letting his hands go. And that's what Loma usually does. Like I remember Shakur said when he sparred him, the beginning rounds is pretty good, but like Loma just turns it up more and more and more as the later rounds go on, and then he essentially drowns you. I don't know if Rolly keeps it economical throughout the whole course of the fight. Teo is going to be comfortable with that pace. He's not going to get tired. He's not going to fatigue. You know what I'm saying? Teo needs to be on him from the very beginning. I think that economical shit would really hurt him. You feel me? Because Teo got a good gas tank. He does have a good gas tank, man. So, and I seen it with the Steve Claggett fight when he threw over 1,000 punches and all of that shit. He doesn't mind letting his hands go, but when you in there with somebody like Rolly who has that real steam on his punch, and he goes to the body good, he brings the shots over the top after he goes to the body, he could put Teo through some real dangerous situations, hit him with some big shots, break him down. And when you get into the late rounds, like you mentioned, Junior, Teo could be ready to go, man. I'm excited for this fight. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You see Rolly frustrating Teo at some point? I mean, he can. If Rolly gets real physical, you know what I mean? Because Teo keeps complaining about that. Oh man, he hit me with an elbow in sparring, and he just he gets dirty, and I told him I'll never spar him again. I'm trying to tell you, Rolly needs to get back into that bag, because Teo's literally telling you, J Cash, what up? Teo's literally telling you that he don't like that physical shit. He don't really like getting into the trenches and really rumbling. He just want to box. Rolly got to fight this man. I'm telling you. That's the recipe right there. Rolly gonna have to buckle down, get in his bag, and really fight this man. And if that means that you get hit with some good shots in the process of that, then and I hate to say it, but I mean that so be it. And I'm not one of those trainers that condone taking punishment, but when you really consider the skill set between these two guys and what benefits them and what doesn't benefit them, Rolly just he in a tight space, in my opinion, where it's only so much that he could do to win the fight. And what gave Rolly so much success early on in his career is the exact approach that I'm mentioning. Come forward, let your hands go. You know what I'm saying? Power, relentlessness, conditioning. Those are the things that's going to make him a serious threat to Teo. I think the moment that he falls back and he tries to play that counter puncher role, or just throwing one jab at a time, one shot at a time, you know what I'm saying? Trying to think in there and play chess. It's not gonna be a great. I don't see a great result coming out of that. I don't. But I completely forgot about the video. Let's continue. Let's see. So now Teo's talking.
How's everybody doing today? Everybody good? Yeah, kind of. All right, Sabon. Well, first off, I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody that's here, everyone that's taking the time out of their day to entertain us as we entertain you guys this Saturday night. What else can I say? I mean, Rolly and I, we go way back. Actually, we go back from the start of trying to get the Olympics and trying to be representing Team USA in the Olympic Games. I mean, you know, we could have competed back in the Olympic trials and the Olympic qualifiers in Colorado Springs, but we never got the chance to. But we did share a lot of rounds in the ring afterwards, and we sparred a lot. Now we're here. I'll say about 10 years later, we're here now. And things happen the way they do. He's the best fighter at the 147 division and the hardest puncher. And
Best fighter at 147. Tio, you full of shit, bro. You know who the best champion at 147 is, and that's exactly why you went up to him and told him that you want to save the fight with him for last. So cut it the fuck out, bro.
and I'm the type of guy that goes after challenges. I want to thank TGB Promotions as well. Would like to thank Tom Brown. Would like to appreciate and thank the Zone, PBC, everyone that's contributed into this and actually made this doable. Most importantly, thank you to the champion. Are you the Super WBA champion? Okay, so I was right. Super WBA welterweight world champion Rolly Romero. I want to thank him for taking the fight, accepting the fight, making the best fights happen. That's what he's always eyed for, and so have I. I'm determined. I'm ready. I'm focused on this fight. I know what it takes. I know what it is when it comes to Rolly. He's a heavy-handed fighter. Most importantly, I think that he's also smart. He's gotten better throughout the years, as you can see in his last fight against Ryan Garcia in Times Square. I mean, this fight is one that you cannot miss. You cannot wait either, man. You can't go grab popcorn. Any punch can end the fight, literally. So this is definitely one that you don't want to just shy away from. And what else I can say is that there's a bunch of people that talk about being friends in the game. And although we were friends and we are friends in that sense, Saturday night, that goes out the window. You know, may the best man
We're not
win.
friends no more.
Yeah, and exactly. And that's the whole thing, though. And I think that a lot of people miss that. They miss that.
The way Rolly be laughing be fucking hilarious, bro. Like, he's just such an awkward dude. Shit is funny, though.
Miss the most important thing about this. This is boxing, and it's about the dream of being the best in the sport. You know, Rolly says boxing is easy. I think it's not. I think it's actually the sport that gives you the best life lessons in this world. But you know, we'll definitely show and display that come Saturday night. I want to thank Mike Barreo, Keith Connolly. I want to thank my father, who's always been by my side. I want to thank Milton LaCroix and my Team Takeover over there on that side. I really appreciate all of you guys. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, but we are here to just show out, man. We're here to put on a show. Fuck you, by the way. Try to be nice about it, but I think that we come to the wire now. We're 2 days away, and I think all the times I've sparred with you, I'll say right now, Rolly, I took it light on you. I'm not going to on this fight. I'm not going to at all. Escuelita, nada de eso, man. We're not doing none of that. We're gonna put you down, man. And I think that is about time for it. So thank you guys. It'll be live on the Zone. Get to the Zone Ultimate. You can get other fights along with that. And for everybody, thank you again. Look forward to giving you guys a great show. And we take over a third division.
Awesome, champ. Awesome, champ.
I'm gonna say this, and I rarely ever say anything positive about Teofimo Lopez nowadays. That was like one of the most well-spoken, like, monologues that I've heard from him in a very long time. So what that says to me is that he's clear-minded, because usually when shit is chaotic for Tio, he's rambling, he's trying to be philosophical and saying all this extra nonsense. Well, mind you, he's still not the most well-spoken guy. He uses a lot of fucking filler words, and he be all over the word. He be all over the place. And he be like, and exactly, like, you and didn't need to be in the sentence. But maybe that's just me. Because in high school I was a hell of a writer, and you know, I get in my little fucking English teacher bag sometimes. But sometimes just hearing them sometimes is like putting fucking nails to the chalkboard. it sounds like Tio is pretty clear-minded going into this fight. Let me go ahead and salute everybody that's in the comments. My boy Yasir Ali, what up, man? Talk to me. What's up? Boxing Professor, what up? Bella Faith said, definitely taking Tio, rooting for Rolly. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think me and you seeing eye to eye in that situation, Bella. Shout out to the boy Boxing Professor with the 10 jewels. Salute, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, Sir said, he said 2019 T.O. coming back, chat. Nigga speaking clearly. That was like the clearest I ever heard him speak in a long time. You know what I mean? Where he actually stood focused, he stood on topic and all of that. And he ain't really doing too much neither. Like he ain't, acting crazy. The first press conference, they was pulling out gorilla masks and shit like that, like being on some weirdo type of time. And they was on some weirdo type of time with this press conference too. But just hearing T.O. speak, he didn't sound as, compromised mentally as he did previously. So that's what I'm going to say. T.O. isn't smarter than a fifth grader. Definitely ain't. But anyways, let's proceed. Let's see who else. All right, now Rolly's going to talk.
Rolly Romero.
Hello, everybody. I don't even know what to say. It's like I get nervous on stage. You guys can't tell. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity. I'd like to thank Al Heyman, my manager Louis DeCuba, my team Ismael Salas, my father, for taking this fight. I know he didn't want to, so just thank everybody for coming over here. It's going to be a great show, August 22nd. Buy the pay-per-view. Don't miss out. Thank you.
Okay.
This fight, you were in Shakur Stevenson's face for most of the promotion. This is the most subdued version of Teofimo that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'll be honest, I don't like it. But right now, I think it's just the come up right now. That's all it is. Focus on the come up, the climb up, back on the ladder. Feels good at the same time, but I guess it's just me laser focused. That's really what it is. Yeah.
You said you don't like it. What don't you like, and why are you behaving, I guess, like this?
Well, it's not against it, I would say, but it's just more so there's not much I could pull out of Rolly right now. I'll say that, man. He's just he's in his journey right now, and I just try to respect it by all means necessary because, the end of it all, we are under the same creator. So I just try to respect that. It's a fine line there. That's all.
Is it hard for you at all fighting someone that you can't kind of bring some of that juice out of?
No. All it does is just brings me back to my focus. So if anything, it's just like a self-reflection to get back on my course and focus on what I need to do. So if anything, it's kind of helped me in that sense. Yeah, but I look forward to a great, exciting fight. I know that our hands are going to be doing most of the talking that night.
I was watching the podcast you did with your father, and you guys were pretty open about some of the things that happened after the loss to Shakur Stevenson. How are you guys now? How has training been for this fight? How are you feeling working with your dad once again?
Oh, well, look, man, I think that we just had to go back to the basics, go back to the drawing board. And we brought in Milton LaCroix, who was in the corner with me when I faced Arnold Barboza. And, I think that was the whole thing. We just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So that was the whole situation there. We got back to it. We spoke on it. We had a good game plan, good game plan afterwards. And I think that, I think a lot of people are going to see more of this afterwards, so it's all about just having fun in there at the same time. Despite everything that people say about Rolly and his punching power, I think it's just all about having fun. Yeah.
Your first fight at 147 pounds, how have you felt training at this new weight? How different do you think you're going to be at this new weight?
Honestly, I feel like, it's going to be exciting for me, just because of the fact that 135 was fun. 140 was a learning curve. And then, now at 147, I feel like I'm filled in. I feel exactly where I should have been a year ago, but we're here now. Everything works out the way exactly you're supposed to. And yeah, I just can't wait to give everyone the skill sets that I know that I have, that I worked so hard for. You know, this is 23 years in the making, going on year 24. You know, and I've been boxing since a young kid. Rolly started boxing at 17, 18. To me, he's an interim champion. He's always been a 3-division interim champion. He's never been an actual super or any world champion. He's been elevated, you know, and I think some people forget that this guy is not in my league.
Tio is the ultimate hypocrite, bro. Let me address this first, though, because I'm listening to what he's saying. He's trying to downplay Rolly as a champion. Check this out, man. For one, I just find it funny that every time Teofimo Lopez loses, he always leans on the whole thing where, like basically like he was weight drained. He wasn't at the right weight. When he lost to Cambosis, I had a hole in my esophagus, so I could have died, and all this bullshit. And you know, he moved up to 140 after the fact because I guess he was trying to say that he stood at 135 too long. All right, cool. So then you had a booty ass run at 140 outside of the Josh Taylor win. So then you end up getting cooked by Shakur Stevenson, who moved up in weight to fight you. And you was claiming that Shakur was small and all this bullshit. He beat the shit out you in your hometown, basically, because you supposedly from New York. So now you're going around and you're basically saying that, I mean, this is the weight that I should have been at a year ago. And so you're basically saying, because you fought Shakur in January, that you weren't at the weight that you were supposed to be at when you fought Shakur. You see this little pattern that's going on here? But the problem is that Rolly Romero put belt the ass on you. If he knocks you the fuck out, you can't make that excuse because you've never fought at this weight until Saturday night. That's one. Two, I find it so funny, right? Because these fighters cannot help that they're being elevated into being champions. They cannot help that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is completely out of their control. If these sanctioning bodies going to elevate them to full status champion, who the fuck are they to be like, no, I don't want the belt? That belt gives these dudes life-changing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, contractually, if they become world champion, a lot of times these promoters give them substantial raises. So it's in their best interest to accept being elevated to full status champion. Let's just say that. I've never given Rolly Romero credit for being champion at 135. But at the end of the day, he was a champion at 140 pounds, and he is a fucking champion right now at 147 pounds. Now, isn't it so funny that Teofimo Lopez just called this nigga? He was on the podium, and he was like, you the WBA super champion, right? Oh yeah, so now like I'm looking to become a 3-division world champion and shit like that. So you're calling this nigga, so you're calling him a world champion when you're sitting on the podium, and you're basically saying how, you know, beating, you know, Rolly Romero will make you a 3-division champion, but then you're sitting here calling him an interim champion, trying to degrade what he's done to make it to world championship status. So if that, like, it don't even make sense. You're calling him a super champion. Oh, you're the WBA super champion. You're giving him props for being a WBA super champion. Then you're sitting down and calling him an interim champion and making it seem like he's just not on that level. Well, bro, you're challenging him for his title, and you're saying that if you beat Rolly, that you'll be a 3-division world champion. Well, if he's this interim champion, then, you know what I mean? You might as well say that if you beat Rolly, you still not a champion at 47, because in your eyes, Rolly not a champion to you. So how the fuck is Rolly not a champion to you, but if you beat Rolly, you a 3-division champion? That shit don't make any fucking sense. Y'all get where I'm coming from? Come on, man. Stop it.
He won't ever be in my league. He never was in my league. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's the whole purpose of this thing, is just for me to show everyone that just because he beat Ryan Garcia.
You ever thought about having reconstructive surgery done to your face?
I'm not Ryan Garcia. Say again?
Yeah. You ever thought about having reconstructive surgery done to your face?
You know something? I think you can say all that. It's all fun and games. You know, you got the shirt off and all that stuff, showing your chest and everything. I mean, same thing you did with Tank is same thing, you know. So I seen all these things with you. And you can say all what you want to say, smile, but it ain't going to matter come Saturday night. Nah, it ain't. And you could be all flashy right now, but you know what it is. You know what you're coming into.
Yeah, you know I'm not a flashy person. I'm just
All
chilling.
right. It's okay. Talk some more. Let me see it.
Stocks right now.
Oh, word. And you got a Rolex? Is that the Rolex?
No, another one.
All right, now.
Rolly, I'll ask
You
you.
sweet
Said
boy.
You were a 3-time interim champion. Said you're not in his league. How do you feel about that?
Buy the pay-per-view.
I want to ask Teofimo Sr. a question, if I can. You were pretty honest this week, Senior, about kind of where you were at during the Shakur fight, the aftermath of the Shakur fight. How are you feeling now, and how has the chemistry been for this camp?
Well, everybody knows I wasn't my son that night with Shakur. I mean, he didn't slip a jab.
So who was it then? I hate when these niggas do that, bro. They do everything to avoid accountability and admit that they just were not the better man that night. If Teofimo Lopez was not in the fucking ring that night against Shakur Stevenson, if that wasn't your son, who the fuck was it? Because when I look at BoxRec and I pull up your dumb ass, racist ass son name, the loss comes up on his fucking BoxRec. So who the fuck was he? Did the nigga leave town? Do the nigga got a clone? Who the fuck was that in the ring with him that night? You know what I'm saying? Like, it reminded me when Floyd did that 24/7 with Victor Ortiz, and Victor Ortiz was making that excuse for why he got his ass whooped by Maidana and shit. He was like, yeah, when I fought Maidana, I just wasn't there that night. And Floyd was, oh, motherfucker, you was there. Motherfucker, you was there on that canvas. That's exactly where my mind goes to when I hear bullshit like this. So that wasn't your son. And then they come up with all these conspiracy theories too. Oh, that wasn't my son when he fought Kambosos. My son almost died. And then when he gets cooked by Shakur, oh, that just wasn't my son. So every time you win, that's your son. That's your son whenever your son wins. But whenever he loses, oh, that wasn't my son. So who the fuck is it then? Why isn't it your son when he take an L? Why do y'all niggas make it seem like y'all so, like y'all invincible? Y'all not. We just seen y'all niggas get exposed many times in wins and losses. So what the fuck is we even talking about, bro? These dudes is, I cannot stand these type of people, bro. His behavior is the reason why his son is the way that he is. And you could tell Tio don't respect his pop all like that, bro. Like when he was talking to him on that Mr. Versace podcast, bro, he wasn't even letting his dad state his points. He was shooting right at his pop. He had no respect for that nigga whatsoever. He's like, I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. Like you was a fucking bro. You're a whole dad calling your son bro. Like, bro, you ain't even paying attention to your word choice and none of that shit. You trying to talk to this nigga like he your friend, nigga. That shit, that be these parents' problems. Y'all be trying to talk to y'all kids like they y'all friends. They not y'all friends, nigga. They not y'all friends, cuz. You supposed to be guiding them. You supposed to be keeping them sharp. You supposed to be keeping their head on straight. Like, nigga, all you do is enable his bitch ass behavior. All you do is enable this nigga's racist ass behavior. All you do is enable the excuses that this nigga makes on a regular basis when he looks like shit. This is the main source of the problem right here, man.
My son beat Lomachenko.
Yeah, we beat Lomachenko. We're gonna beat your ass too. So it doesn't really matter.
You gotta hit him, bro.
Very confident about this fight.
Hey, Tio, hey, Senior, your game plan for me is just to hit him, bro.
We're gonna beat your ass too. So it doesn't really matter.
You gotta hit him, bro.
Very confident about this fight.
Hey, Tio, hey, Senior, your game plan for me is just don't get hit by him, bro.
Who are you guys? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What have any of you guys have done in this sport?
Yo, Rolly a fucking dickhead, bro. My son beat Lomachenko. You gotta hit him, bro. He said, when I fight your son, you gonna tell him, just don't get hit, bro. Yo, Rolly a fucking dickhead. I ain't gonna lie. That was the funniest part to me.
About this fight.
Hey, Tio, hey, Senior, your game plan for me is just don't get hit by him, bro.
Who are you?
And that triggered Tio so bad. Peep this.
You guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What have any of you guys have done in this sport to even come about it? All right.
Enough to fucking for you to fight and challenge him for his world title, you stupid motherfucker. How y'all niggas gonna downplay niggas that's giving y'all opportunities to fight for a world title? What the fuck you mean? Who are you guys? Like, nigga, you can't flex on him. He the world champion. He the one who gave you an opportunity. Nigga, ain't the other way around. He could have sidestepped your dumb ass had you looking for an opportunity at 47. Probably would have been fucking fighting Tiger Johnson or some shit for some light change, for some light cheese, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you ain't want to fight Devin Haney. You ain't want to fight no real dogs, nigga. So you went and you looked in Rolly Romero direction. Cut it the fuck out, bro.
Your game plan for me is just don't get hit by him, bro.
Who are you guys? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What have any of you guys have done in this sport to even come about it? All right, I beat Lomachenko when nobody wanted to fight Lomachenko. #1 pound for pound over Canelo, over Crawford, all they heads. You came afterwards and congratulated me. All you guys.
Bro, when they ranked Loma pound for pound #1, that was strictly ESPN that was ranking him pound for pound #1. Ain't nobody who really knew the sport of boxing was putting that nigga over Andre Ward or Terrence Crawford. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
Over Crawford, all they heads. You came afterwards and congratulated me. All you guys are fans. All of you are fans. I'm fighting my fans right now. You feel me? Who's the best fighter that Shakur has in the resume? Me. They put him at #3. Get out of here with all that stuff, man. I think everybody needs just a fat check, a reality check on this thing, all right? I'm coming back with vengeance, and I mean that. And I mean that. I ain't coming back with no other stuff but that. Yeah. That's what we on. And I'm coming for you first. You're going to be my...
This nigga, bro, Senior, that nigga is a dope fiend to the max. Like, this nigga's having a whole coke rage right now. That shit, whatever he on, bro, that shit A1. Crazy.
My Judas. That's what you're going to be. My Judas. You're going to be my Judas. Because I always knew how you always were about me. But I was always kind about it because I got a big heart.
I never
You're going to be my Judas.
It's true.
When it comes to it, you're going to be my Judas.
I've been the only person.
And everybody.
I've been the only boxer to support you.
Get out of it. You know something? If you were supporting me about it the whole thing. I
supported you the whole time.
You took the fight because you know you believe you could beat me. You took this fight because you know you believe you could beat me.
I try to fight Eric.
Duh. What the fuck? Like, did you not want the nigga to take this fight? So they offered the fight to Rolly, and you was like, oh, you only accepted the fight because you feel like you could beat me. Nigga, that's exactly how he should feel. What the fuck, whether y'all friends or not? Yeah. Like, what the hell? These niggas, bro, I'm trying to tell you, these niggas is a different type of slow, bro. These niggas a different type of slow. Like, pretty calling him Judas, so basically calling him a traitor and shit, and then trying to say how Rolly had all this hidden animosity for him. I never sensed that shit. But I mean, only them two know, for real. But then he goes ahead and he says that, oh, you know, you want to know how I know you hating? Like, basically, you want to know how I know you hating on me? Because you accepted the fight. And because you accepted the fight, you felt like you could beat me. Did you want the nigga to turn you down? So then you could fuck around and call him a duck? Bro, these dudes weird, bro. These dudes weird.
Everybody else, bro. No,
everybody,
you can.
Right? And as he should, right? As he should, right?
Straight up.
As he should, right?
The last one I wanted to fight. I didn't.
As he should, though. As he should. But we here, right? You the champion, ain't you? You the champion, right? You didn't have to take it.
You just said he was an interim champion. Now he a champion. Which one is it?
Right? What? Yeah, only big fight. Now we here. Now we here.
Pacquiao, Conor, Ben, all them duck.
Yeah.
You know, thank you for taking the fight, but you didn't
take
it the first time, and you know you did.
No, I didn't. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We offered you more money.
No, it wasn't even about the money. I would never take it for the money. You know that.
You declined the
You know that.
You tried to go run over to Zuffa. They didn't want you, and then you came back.
No, that's not true. They definitely wanted me. Trust that. Trust that. Trust that.
Bro.
Okay. All right.
Don't say I'm a hater because I'm the only one to ever support you, man.
And what?
But in boxing,
And what?
of all the boxers, I'm the only one to ever support you.
Oh, really? And I haven't. And I haven't. And I haven't.
I know you have, and I never said I want to. I never said that.
Well, now we here now.
Yeah.
Now we here.
Don't say I never supported you.
Really?
Don't ever say that.
Don't ever say that. All right. Bet. Can't wait.
Anyway, my son is saying the truth.
And they can say whatever they want, but I ain't a damn liar. All right, I never been a liar. Everyone knows in boxing I ain't never been a liar.
You're gonna get your chance, Rolly. Come Saturday night, when you corner a dog, he's gonna come and fight. So everybody expect a fight. There's not gonna be no hugging in this fight. It's gonna be a real fight. And this is a fight against the whole world, the whole industry, the whole boxing community. My son was not in the pound for pound list when he beat Josh fucking Taylor, undisputed champion, and they didn't put him in the pound.
He wasn't undisputed when y'all fought him, though. It's like he wasn't. Nigga only had one belt. That's why y'all only had one belt. Like, come on, bro. And y'all swore y'all fought the best version of Josh Taylor. That nigga was never the same after that Jack Catterall fight, bro. But you know what I mean? They do whatever, bro. One thing about these colonizers, bro, they love to revise history, bro. They love it. They love to try to change shit up to try to make them look like the heroes, or they was doing some legendary shit. And Josh Taylor, yeah, it was a big win, but stop acting like you got the best version of Josh Taylor, bro. Like, knock it off, bro. That shit so played out.
Pound list. That fight on January was a mental fucking fight to destroy my son, and now we coming back to fuck everybody up.
What?
Put him in the pound for pound list. That fight on January was a
bro. Shakur was already on the pound for pound list. It's just that after he became a 4-division champion and beat Tio, they just raised him up a few more ranks. Like, why y'all making it seem like Shakur only on the pound for pound list because he beat your son? Nigga was already on the pound for pound list. Mark, you can tell Mark don't like Tio. I don't. And I'm on some real shit, bro. If you a Puerto Rican man, black man, whatever the case is, and you like Tio, I can't help but question you. Like, what the fuck? Like, how could you be a fan of Tio despite all the bullshit he done said about us? Shit is crazy. Derogatory shit. Some derogatory shit about to be said in a little bit. Just listen.
A mental fucking fight to destroy my son, and now we coming back to fuck everybody up because my son loves it when he's down.
Junior, what's your game plan for me?
Saved my fucking life. Thank God we lost. So I'm fucking coming with a vengeance to fuck everybody that want to fuck with my son, motherfuckers.
He's a Dolphin, but you peep what he just said, right? He said, I'm coming to fuck everybody. Listen to what he said.
The vengeance to fuck everybody that want to fuck with my son.
He's on a vengeance to fuck everybody that was fucking with his son. Wow.
So I'm fucking coming with a vengeance to fuck everybody that want to fuck with my son, motherfucker.
That nigga trying to throw dick in everybody that done fucked with his son. So, you know what I mean? I got to be on the lookout because that nigga, he trying to do something. He trying to do something before something. You know what I'm saying? We got to watch out for this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He on that gunner shit. We gon' fuck the night. We gon' fuck the night. We gon' fuck the night. Who want fuck the night? We gon' fuck the night. We gon'. Yeah, he on some nasty shit over here, bro. It's a nasty little dope fiend. You feel me? Little kinky ass nigga. Let's hear him one more time.
Junior, what's your game plan for me?
Saved my fucking life. Thank God we lost. So I'm fucking coming.
Thank God we lost is definitely new for the sport of boxing. I never heard that before.
With a vengeance to fuck everybody that want to fuck with my son, motherfuckers.
I want to get a question into Ismail Salas, if I can. You said this is going to be a chess match, but at the first press conference, you said preparing for Teofimo was going to be easier than preparing for Ryan Garcia.
Yes, of course. But I don't like to be a big mouth. I don't need to show anything. At the real time, we do the real things. And you will see it Saturday night. Now, whatever you can say, I don't I don't like to put myself on their level. I have my level. So I am a trainer. I am not a clown. I am not a clown. I am a trainer. So the day of the fight is the day we show what we have. That's it. Simple.
Do you think Teofimo Sr. is a real trainer?
How many champions he make?
2020.
Great fucking question. Great fucking question. Look how mad he get. Look how mad T.O. Sr. get. He have a whole coke rage. Look, he just asked the question.
Teofimo Sr. is a real trainer?
How many champions he make?
2020 Trainer of the Year.
How many champions you make?
By who? ESPN? Who named you 2020 Trainer of the Year? Let's see who named T.O. Sr. 2020 Trainer of the Year. Boxing Writers. Oh, okay. Boxing Writers Association of America. All right. I'll fall back off of that one. I'll leave it alone. And Ring Magazine named him that. Okay. Never mind. I'll fall back. I digress. Gotta get, you know what I mean? If that's what they named him, then he deserved credit for that. So let's proceed.
Make it.
2020 Trainer of the Year.
Yes, of course, because you beat
I don't see you Trainer of the
you
Year.
beat Lomachenko.
Right?
And
And
you
Josh
beat
Taylor.
Lomachenko.
And Comey, where he's here right now.
Now, really, I
He's
don't
here.
waste my energy.
Hi, Comey.
I mean, down to your level. I am cool guy. I am working hard.
Listen, you're the one that started
every
fucking
time,
calling people a clown. I was leaving you
Anyone,
the fuck alone.
anyone in my corner,
You started
is a
fucking
real
calling me a
deal.
clown, bro. Shut the fuck up. Go
you
back
are a
to
clown.
Cuba.
You know that.
Go back to fucking Cuba.
One thing about a racist, bro, whenever they angry or they can't deal with you from a logical aspect or from a, you know what I mean? They can't debate properly. They get emotional and they just let the racist shit fly. One thing about a racist, they gonna tell you to go back to your country. One thing about them niggas, not, you know what I mean? They gonna call you all types of shit. Like, you know, T.O., when he was hitting the bag, he was saying that the N-word with the ER. Oh, I didn't say that. I said liquor. You know, saying that he sent Keyshawn bananas and watermelon to his room. And he said, oh, if that was really me, I'd have sent grape soda. If it was really me, I'd have put my name on it and I wouldn't have sent him that. I'd have sent him some grape soda. You know what I'm saying? One thing about a racist, when they emotional, they gonna let you know that they racist. So, you know what I mean? Y'all can take it for what it is, man.
Yes. You know what? I am very proud to be a Cuban. You know what I mean? I never had to be a Cuban. But you know what? I've been making 25 world champion in my whole life. Not only Cuban.
Dallas, where are you?
Where
are you?
What you
Damn, the Salas trained 25 world champions? God damn, hold on. It says renowned Cuban boxing coach Ismael Salas has trained around 20 professional world champions across multiple weight classes and eras, alongside guiding amateur fighters to over 150 international gold medals. Jorge Linares, Yordenis Ugas, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Yorkis Gamboa, Nonito Donaire, Robesi Ramirez, David Hay, I did not know that, Kazoto Iota, multi-division world champion, WBA welterweight champion was Yordenis Ugas, unified super bantamweight champion, that's Guillermo Rigondeaux, unified featherweight champion, that's Yuri Yorkis Gamboa, multi-division world champion, that's Nonito Donaire, two-time Olympic gold medalist and featherweight world champion, Robesi Ramirez, cruiserweight and heavyweight world champion, David Hay, and Kazoto Iota, multi-division world champion. Senior, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. And that's just I ain't even name half of them. Man, put some fucking respect on Salas' name, bro. Whether he built these niggas from scratch or not, the fact that he even trained all of these guys, bro, you out your league, bro. You need to be putting some respect on that nigga name, bro. You ain't do a fucking fourth of what Ismael Salas did. Oh my God. How dare you? What the fuck? The audacity of these fucking cokeheads is insane. Oh man, bro. What's crazy is that nigga shown to be a legendary boxing coach on both sides, bro. Amateur and professional boxing, bro. What the fuck? You serious? Bro. He guided amateur fighters to over 150 international gold medals. How the fuck could you ever talk crazy to that nigga, bro? What? Bro, these niggas be wilding, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. My apologies to Salas, bro. I did not know your game was like that, bro. I did not know that. I did not know that you was that accomplished, brother. Goddamn, that's a bad motherfucker right there. He know what he doing. Absolutely. Salute to Salas. That's why he ain't got to do all that talking and going back and forth with niggas, bro. And to be real, TOC here popping all this crazy shit, bro. You ain't even you not even the nigga who started your son off. You was trying to be a boxer. You was a fucking bum. Yeah, the coach that was training you was training your son and was like, yo, your son's a natural. So you quickly gave up boxing and just invested into your son because you knew you wasn't going far. You knew you wasn't shit. Anyways, let's proceed.
Ain't nobody know who the fuck you are, bro.
Yes, and I will show you on Saturday who fucking I am.
Listen, you started, bro. You fucking started, bro. You called me a clown. All right? Rolly's not even gonna touch my son in every round.
I know.
I'm telling you right now.
I know.
I'm telling you right now.
Let's see on
You're
Saturday.
biting more than you can shoot, Mel. I'm telling you,
You know
this
what?
fight. I know what's gonna happen.
You know, I will.
All right?
I will
Don't
change my
fucking
game.
come and hug me
I
after
will
the fucking
change
fight.
my game
Don't
plan.
come and hug me
I go
after
for
the
knockout
fight.
in the round one.
He claimed that it's business, it's not personal, but he's telling Ismael Salas, don't hug me after the fight. That sounds pretty fucking personal to me.
One.
Que viva Honduras, cabrones!
All right, well, that's it for me. But we got some questions out here for some of the reporters in the audience. We'll pass the microphone
Salas.
to a few people.
They don't even say we
We'll start with Sean Zattel sitting right there in the middle.
Question for each guy. First, I'll start with Rolando. Rolly, you have fought 18 rounds against two of who were originally dubbed the Four Kings, Gervonta, Haney, Teofimo, Ryan. Of those 18 rounds, you've won about 12 or 13 of them. If you beat Teofimo Saturday night, what does that say about them, and what does it say about you?
I won the whole fight with Tank 2 and the whole fight round. What you talking about? Bro, he hit me with a good shot, bro.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, you got knocked the fuck out. Nigga, you was winning rounds, but you wasn't winning the fight. Like, you ain't win the fight.
I should have been at 35, but what you mean, bro? I won the whole fight with Tank.
Was winning that fight for
It
sure.
was a one-sided fight, bro. Bro, my body just couldn't take the weight class no more, bro. You see how big I am?
Well, what I'm asking is,
I don't want to answer that question. Well, ask me another question.
okay, if
Somebody else asked
would this be the would the sport, because you say the sport's easy and it's not dangerous, and Teofimo disagrees with that. If you beat Teofimo Saturday and you beat two of the Four Kings as a late starter, would this be, the ultimate joke? Would the sport and the labeled Four Kings be the butt end of your joke?
Four kings, four queens. I'm a black horse. I'm gonna deliver a smothered mate.
What?
And my question for Teofimo, Teo, Rolly's talked a lot about the Hall of Fame, and when it comes to your Hall of Fame credentials, do you feel like you need to win Saturday night to keep them and solidify them? And do you also feel, more importantly, you need to win this fight to uphold your reputation? And is there a lot of pressure on you in that regard Saturday night?
No pressure at all. And as far as the Hall of Fame and everything comes, I mean, that's all up to you guys at the end of it all. It's what you guys see, the resume, you guys see the amount of fights and what we put in there and everything that we work so hard for. So I could say I was Hall of Fame about 25, but that's just my opinion. You know, at that point, it's up to everybody else and see how they all analyze that, right, at the end of it. I mean, we're still in the game, so we can't call Hall of Famers yet until we hang it up. You know what I'm saying? But we're here now. You know, I'm 29, and I think all I can focus on is just aiming at another division, and the road to undisputed starts now.
I think we have another question over here to my right, Marcos.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Good to see you.
That nigga Rolly definitely said that he a black horse and he was delivering something. I don't know what that nigga said. I low-key want to go back and see what he said. What the fuck did he say?
I'm a black horse. I'm gonna deliver a smothered mate.
A what? A smothered mate. Can somebody translate what this nigga said? I'm a black horse. I'm gonna deliver a smothered mate. The fuck is that?
4 Kings as a late starter. Would this be, you know, the ultimate joke? Would the sport and the labeled 4 Kings be the butt end of your joke?
4 kings, 4 queens. I'm a black horse. I'm gonna deliver a smothered mate.
And my question.
What? A smothering mate? What the fuck does that mean? That was a chess reference. See, I ain't gonna lie, that shit went over my head, so now I'm feeling dumb. A smothered mate in chess is a checkmate delivered by a knight where the enemy king cannot move because it is trapped or smothered by its own friendly pieces. Okay. Okay, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, he got me with that one. I ain't gonna lie, Rolly. I mean, you kind of like Patrick Starr, where you dumb like 90% of the time, but then you might say some smart shit here and there. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but you got it, brother. Let me hear that one more time.
Of your joke.
4 kings, 4 queens. I'm a black horse. I'm gonna deliver a smothered mate.
And my question for Teofimo Teo.
A smothered mate. Yo, this nigga Rolly funny as shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga is funny, man.
Rolly's talked a lot about the Hall.
Teo like, damn, I wish I could say some smart shit like that. You're like, fuck, man, what can I say that's smarter than this? Yo, these niggas.
Hall of Fame, and when it comes to your Hall of Fame credentials, do you feel like you need to win Saturday night to fight?
It's all up to everybody else, so we can't get up. You know what I'm saying? Aiming at another.
I think we have another question over here to my right, Marcos.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Good to see you both. Maybe try to lighten up the mood a little bit here. Both to Teo and Rolly, what's one thing you admire about each other?
First of all, as a media correspondent, why the fuck are you trying to lighten the mood? And then why would you act some weird shit like that? What do you guys admire about each other? Nigga, why are you trying to lighten the mood? Fuck that. Nigga, we want this shit to be drama filled. Nigga, we want to hear niggas talk shit back and forth. We want to see niggas be on bad terms before the fight. The fuck is you trying to lighten the mood for? Like these, bro, I'm trying to tell you, these niggas, these media niggas, they weird, bro. And they hella soft. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas is super soft. Like, what the fuck is you? Let's lighten the mood. And then go do that shit at your crib with your bitch, nigga. Why the fuck is you over here trying to do that between two fighters? The fuck? I thought y'all niggas don't like this friend shit in boxing, but you over here trying to lighten the mood between two niggas who about to rumble each other in 2 days. Fucking dummy.
Great question. Fuck off! Fuck off!
Okay, crickets. All right, then.
This nigga Tio Senior having a fucking spasm. What the fuck wrong? Do you hear this nigga in the background?
Fuck off! Fuck off!
Okay, crickets. All right, then. What would you say
let me
then?
try to get an answer for you there, Marcos. Teo.
Nigga say, oh.
All right, then. What would you? Crickets.
Fuck off!
Okay, crickets.
What's
right,
wrong
then
with this
what would
nigga?
you say
Let
then?
me try to get an answer for you there, Marcos. Teo, would you? Is there? Minor too. They're fucking. Rolly, is there?
There was definitely some drama out there. I'm gonna play the video for that as well. It was one of Teofimo Lopez's sisters, I believe, running her mouth. That's probably the same one that Terrence Crawford was like, "Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch!" You know what I mean? She be talking crazy. She be thinking that she like that. You know what I mean? She probably a little crack baby too. You feel me? So she don't know how to regulate her emotions like the rest of these fucking Lopez's. But I ain't gonna lie, this Tio got another sister. I think her name Jasmine. She actually pretty cool. You know what I mean? She a little, you know what I'm saying? She a little cool shorty. You feel me? Look a little good too. But you know what I mean? She a real cool John. I don't ever be seeing her act out of pocket. But this sister right here, whatever the fuck her name is, I think that's the one that I was trying to FaceTime and she kept answering but then hanging up. You know what I mean? They super they don't be wanting to talk to me and shit. But yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, this shit low key. I low key want to call T.O. Senior. I ain't gonna lie. But I think I lost that nigga number, man. Let me see. Trying to find that joint, yo. I thought I locked his number in too. Let's see if I find this nigga, man. Damn. It's not on that. It's not where I was looking for it in the past. You know what I'm saying? So I think they scrubbed it off the internet and shit. Shit. Yeah, they scrubbed that shit off the internet, bro. Ah. Fuck. How can I find this number? Type in crackhead Adobe in your messages. Yo, brother, funny as shit. Nah, man. He was like, because what he would do is he would ignore my calls and he'd be like, just text me, please. You know what I'm saying? He one of them niggas. And he was subscribed to the channel, so he can't ever act like, you know what I'm saying? He can't ever act like motherfuckers was damn. I had to have texted him in the past. I'm gonna try for y'all, man. I'm trying. I don't know how I lost the number, man. But 5. I'm gonna find that nigga. Hold up. I'm gonna find that nigga. Yeah, I remember he said he gave me clout and all that bullshit. And at this point of the press conference, this nigga's like trying to sing and dance with Rolly. I don't know what they on, but I actually want to show y'all the little drama that had happened that we wasn't able to see. Let's see, Rolly Teofimo. See that little drama that escalated at the press conference. So apparently it looked like, oh yeah, look, Teofimo's sister snaps and threatens fight, and it was crazy. That's how you know these little niggas is weirdos. Like the you know the Lopez's, they some fucking weirdos. Because when you see who she arguing with, it looked like she a little fucking girl. Hold on, look.
All right, well, that's it for me.
They're not Honduran, they're New Yorkan.
We got some questions out here from some reporters in the audience. So pass the microphone around. We'll start with Sean Zattel, sitting right there in the middle.
Question for each guy. First, I'll start with Rolando. Rolly, you have fought 18 rounds against Ryan. Beat you. This was easy. Joe.
Really drama, bro.
You also in this.
What's one thing? Bitch, I'm we from Honduras, and you fat bitch, I'm gonna show you too. Oh shit! Yo, fuck off!
Look at Sergio Moore in the background. Look at the Latin snake being newsy. Okay, so this is Teofimo's sister. It makes sense. The nose checks out. Yeah. You could tell she a little hood rat. You can tell by the little hoop earrings and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, the nose, she one of them ones. You feel me? He said she kind of all right though. She like a fucking typical Rican bitch from the Bronx or some shit. Nah, that ain't it, bro. T.O. Senior saying fuck her up. Like, nigga.
Let's go, Drea. Fuck her up, Drea. Fuck her up.
You said fuck her up, Drea. So I guess her name is Drea. But look who she talking to. She looked like a little girl though. She's like a little chunky John, but she looked like she had like a older teenager, maybe 20, maybe.
That's enough.
You should have never started
You're
nothing.
fucking scared now, aren't you?
Rolly, is there anything you admire about Teofimo?
Yo, the Teofimos, bro, they shot the fuck out. They a burnt out ass family. I can only imagine how the way they act, in the crib behind closed doors, bro. Yo, they fucking shit, bro. Mm-mm-mm. Oh man, look like she give danger. Who look like they look? Who look like they give dangerous throat? That's crazy. Justin Wallen, he in his bag.
I think it's gonna happen.
That's a cool name.
Is there anything you admire about Teofimo? Yes.
All right. So, Tio's sister. So that was the press conference, y'all. Maybe if let me see if I can do this. How far can I go back on my call history? Oh, I could go back far. Hold up. I need to find. Hold on. Let me find when I got into that argument with Tio Sr. I gotta find that date. Can somebody find a date for me? I can't see it. Hold on. Where we at? This was 6 months ago. All right, so this was what date? It's not telling me the date. January 29th. All right, let me look back at January 29th. So this was 2 days before he fought Shakur. So let me find this shit. I'm gonna find this shit, y'all. I'm gonna do it for y'all, man. You see how I'm doing the research? Let's do it. January 29th. I think I got it. Yo. I think I got the shit. I think because this is a Florida number. Let me see. Yup. Oh my God, I found it. All right. Hold up, nigga. Unless he got me blocked. Let's see if he got me blocked. That's the EMTs about to hit T.O. Senior with some motherfucking Narcan. All right, let's see what's up. Let's see if he got me blocked. I think that bitch nigga got me blocked.
Hello, how you doing? This is Junior. Please leave me a message after the beep. Thank you.
Yo. Yo, listen, nigga. That's Marcus Rosa, Mazuma TV. I just wanted to let you know that you better not be on that motherfucking shit. You better not be on that motherfucking cocaine now. You better not be on that motherfucking yak, nigga, before your son get in the ring with Rolly Romero, cuz. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and you slip up against Rolly and you start talking that bullshit in that corner, nigga, and not showing up the weigh-ins and shit like that. Your son gonna get put on his motherfucking back pockets, you fucking alky. You know what I'm saying? And tell your fucking daughter to calm that shit down at that motherfucking press conference too, nigga. Should have said that to the wrong bitch. They would have fucking dragged up and down that motherfucking casino, you dumbass nigga. Yo, check this shit out, cuz. Start answering your fucking phone calls and get your motherfucking feet held to the fire. This Mazuma TV, bitch. Fuck wrong with that nigga. Fuck wrong with that nigga. Fuck wrong with him, Corbin. Fuck wrong with him, Justin. Fuck you mean, nigga. You gonna make me FaceTime. You gonna make me FaceTime Andrea. You gonna make me FaceTime her. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make me FaceTime Andrea, bro. Don't make me call Andrea. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? She talking spicy and all that. You feel me? I tried FaceTime her before. She ain't want to talk to your boy. She ain't want to talk to me. So I'm about to FaceTime Andrea now. She ain't gonna answer. She ain't gonna answer. They don't want no smoke on Mazuma TV, man. They don't want no gas. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's sad that they, you know what I mean? They be talking all this greasy shit at the press conferences. They gonna do this, and that. I got the pop running. Nigga, you lucky Tio, you junior, nigga, you lucky I can't get your number. You lucky I can't find that shit. You know what I mean? I found Rolly punk ass number. You know what I'm saying? You lucky I ain't find yours, because I swear to God, the day that I get your phone number, the day I get your phone number, we gonna have a serious conversation, bro. I'm trying to tell you, this internet be saving y'all niggas. Y'all lucky I don't be where the fuck y'all niggas be at. I ain't gonna call Rolly. You know why I ain't gonna call Rolly? Because for one, let me see. Let me text him. What time is it in Vegas? They fighting in Vegas, right? I ain't going. No, let me see. They fighting in Vegas, I believe. Yeah, they fighting in Vegas. What time is it in Vegas? What time is it in Las Vegas? It's 9:33. It is kind of late. I don't know. I ain't gonna call Rolly though, because my problem ain't with Rolly. You feel me? My problem ain't with Rolly. I'm gonna let that nigga rest, man. But these niggas, nah. Nah, fuck y'all rest, nigga. Punk ass niggas. I'm gonna lock T.O. Senior number in too, so I never lose that joint. You heard? Let me lock T.O. Senior number in. Let's go, champ. I'm gonna put a syringe next to his name too. I swear to God, bro. I know he gonna listen to that voicemail and be like, what the fuck? Who is this nigga? He probably was too high to remember who I was and shit. Put his name as Dope Fiend. That's hilarious. Let's fly a drone and hover over by the hotel room. That's funny. Nah, but Rolly be acting weird with me, man. Like, I be seeing he be doing interviews with these niggas that be kissing his ass all the time and shit. Like the for the lead up to the Ryan fight, like we was texting the whole time, but like I don't know, he was acting funny with the interview shit. I did one interview with him. That's good enough, bro. He ain't had to do anything with me. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all niggas, bro. I'm not gonna be that type of channel that's gonna be trying to be buddy with niggas to get interviewed. You feel me? I ain't the type nigga that's gonna blow a nigga DM up to get an interview. It's either you with it or you not. If you not with it, then let's just forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's really like that, bro. Like I'm not like I be hearing that these media niggas be like trying to talk to these niggas every day to build a bro. I do not care about these niggas that much, bro. But what's up, man? Let's talk about this Matchroom card that Eddie Hearn requested. And this shit really going under the radar for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because of Tio and Rolly promotion or whatever the case is. But take a look at this real quick, y'all, before we go into the open boxing topics, man. According to Boxer C, Matchroom have made several requests for Joshua Fury to take place in New York, which to this day I don't fucking understand why. It's crazy that the UK is about to really fumble one of the biggest fights in the UK history for that shit to be in New York. That's insane. UK niggas had to wait like a fucking decade to see the fight happen, and now that it's about to happen, it's not even gonna happen in the UK. Insane. But regardless, these are the fights they want to take place on the undercard. So let's go over the full list. Let's go ahead and click. Let me see. Because I'm gonna click that. I click that link to see exactly what the full list is. Where the fuck is it at? What? Confusing. But I'm trying to. So, according to Boxer Scene, Eddie Hearn listed demands for the AJ Tyson Fury to go ahead in New York. Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing will present an addendum to Saudi Arabia's event management / entertainment company Sella on Thursday, detailing the requirements necessary to bring the anticipated Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury heavyweight showdown to New York's Madison Square Garden on November 20th. Boxer Scene has learned. In the addendum, I hope I'm saying that right, Matchroom won't budge from his position of not permitting the new Zuffa boxer to promote the bout, leaving Sella as the likely compromised choice to preside over the event. So Eddie Hearn basically saying, no, Zuffa not being involved with this event. Fuck out of here. So it seems like, the Saudi Arabia entertainment company Sella is going to have to take it over by default. The addendums list of requests have not been fully disclosed, but Boxing Scene has learned that in addition to standard contractual inclusions addressing ticket requests, security, and transportation assurances, Matchroom is seeking to ensure Joshua collects its remaining purse earnings from his second round knockout of Christian Pranga July 25th in Saudi Arabia. Why didn't he receive his remaining purse earnings yet? Rolly responded to me. But Rolly, I said, yo, bro, you good? He said, yeah, I'm ready to go. So that's all y'all need to know from Rolly Romero. But let's continue. The UK must feel robbed. I'll be hearing what the UK people be saying about it, bro. They disappointed as hell. For sure. But hold on. All right, Boxing Scene has separately reviewed information connected to Matchroom's dialogue with Sulla, the company connected to powerful Saudi Arabia boxing finance and Turkey Al-Sheikh, who owns 60% of the Las Vegas-based Zuffa Boxing that UFC CEO President Dana White fronts. Another potential element connected to the November 20th card identifies plans for a powerful sting of Matchroom bouts to potentially be placed on the Madison Square Garden show. Those proposed but not signed yet bouts include a bantamweight unification fight between Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Mexico's WBC champion Christian Medina, a WBA secondary welterweight fight between England's Jack Catterall and Keyshawn Davis, and the WBA heavyweight championship pitting Murat Gassiev and Gerald Big Baby Miller. Australia heavyweight Taramona and UK's Odell Kamara had also been placed on a Joshua Fury card. Boxing Scene has reviewed additional communication between Matchroom and Sulla, which have worked together since late 2023. All right. Al-Sheikh's bond with Zuffa Boxing and White have tightened from their staging the Canelo Alvarez-Terence Crawford super fight in Las Vegas, September 2025, heightening the rivalry between White and Hearn, who has delivered Al-Sheikh his top talent to perform in Saudi Arabia and elsewhere globally. And that prior communication, which an official insisted is not part of the Joshua Fury addendum, Matchroom has asked Sulla for this. All monies payable to Matchroom across the future darts and snooker events to be paid immediately. International promotional fees plus deposits for World Series of darts, and that has nothing to do with boxing, so I don't give a fuck. So that's what Eddie Hearn done putting in a whole lot of demands, man. Eddie Hearn, like, all right, man, like, I'm trying to get the fight to happen in the UK, but since y'all motherfuckers want to make it in New York so bad, this is what I want to make this fight happen in New York. And the shit includes pretty much a whole lot of money and getting a whole lot of his fighters to get recognition on that huge card. So it sounds like Jesse Rodriguez could possibly be in a unification fight with Christian Medina. You know, Jack Catterall and Keyshawn Davis may possibly fight, which I ain't gonna lie, it's a good fight. It's not a Devin Haney fight, but it's a good fight. And Gaziev versus Gerald Big Baby Miller, which is not a bad fight neither. And then Taramona, you know, they trying to push Taramona pretty heavy. Taramona. So yeah, man, that's what it's that's what it's looking like. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's a hell of a fucking undercard. Hold up real quick. We got a super chat. Shout out to the boy Forever Runway Fashion Line 448 with the $5 super chat. He said between now and October should be an exciting time for boxing. Hopefully it'll set up elite fights for January, February, March. I agree, brother. That's actually a great comment right there. I hope that we close out the year strong and we carry the momentum over to 2027, because 2027 has the potential to be one of the best years of boxing, you know, in the last few years. And we done had some solid years. You know what I'm saying? We done had some solid years, especially in the 2020s. We done had some solid years. But you know, we could possibly see some unification fight. We could possibly see Jerron Ennis and Sebastian Fundora. You know what I mean? We could probably see, you know, Shakur and maybe Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. It's a whole lot, you know, a lot of unification fights. You know, the welterweight division could get up and popping. You know, Xander Zayas will most likely return in 2027 and shit like that. It's a lot of good shit that could happen in 2027, to be honest with you. Bam is unifying. I would love to see that. I would love to see Bam unify. I want to see Bam in all big fights, man. I see Naoya Inoue letting it be known, like, yo, like, you know what I mean? This motherfucker want to fight in 2027. We could get it. Talking about Bam. He said, if not, then I'll just go up to 126 and see what the fuck going on up there. See, Naoya Inoue is a fucking gangster, bro. That's the type motherfucker that I could, you know, really support and really buy, you know, really be invested into his career. This dude Inoue keeps challenging himself time and time and time again. And usually when it goes that way, eventually you do lose. But guess what? My respect for Naoya Inoue will not change whatsoever if he were to take an L. This dude has been, the fact that this man is eliminating just about everybody that's in his motherfucking way. Beat Nakatani in a competitive fight, especially at the end, it was pretty competitive. I think that if Nakatani would have turned it up a little bit earlier, we'd probably be having a different discussion or possibly be talking about them having a draw. But regardless, this dude, anyway, to me, he's pound for pound number one right now. Pound for pound number one. Bam, one of my favorite fighters, man, but I always was scared of how the way Inoue matches up with Jesse Rodriguez, man. It's just Inoue's ability to just make adjustments. He could be anybody he want to be in that ring, man. He got the speed, he got the accuracy. He could get light on the feet and box. He could fight on the back foot. He could sit in the pocket and bang. He pretty durable. He got really good punching power. He got good punch variation. He got good conditioning. Anyway, he ain't got the best defense. That's one thing I'm gonna say about him. Like, he could get touched, he could get dropped, and all of that shit. But for the most part, man, that dude is the full package. And Bam is the full package in his own right. And he does his shit with a little bit more finesse with the angles, you know, getting off that center line, placing some good shots, you know, good finishing ability, which Naoya Inoue is a great finisher in his own right. But Bam happens to, and you know, Inoue is a smaller dude as well, but he's actually had more time to acclimate to the higher weight classes, you know. And Bam, from what I heard, he walks around pretty heavy, but walking around heavy and, you know, building up to the weight class that you're going to be fighting at is two totally different things. So I do think it is slightly an uphill battle for Bam, not necessarily in the skill set department, but in the experience department. I think Inoue has a huge advantage over Bam. Then on top of that, you know, just being accustomed to fighting at higher weights is a huge advantage on Naoya Inoue as well. So, you know, I would love to see that fight. I do think that they're rushing Bam just a little bit, but at the same time, I don't think Inoue has much time left in boxing. So if the fight does happen, it's gonna have to be rushed. It is what it is. You feel me? Josue Hernandez said, wait, isn't Eddie not allowed to promote on a different platform that's not the Zone? This fight would take place on Netflix. I don't know. I don't know the details behind like his DAZN deal or anything like that. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe them Saudis can bend the rules a little bit because don't they own the percentage of the Zone or whatever the case is? They could probably make some exceptions or whatever. I don't know. Well, oh no, wait. Eddie Hearn, I don't think he's promoting it. I think that he could just. I think he has a say so in who promotes it though. So he probably isn't promoting it. But he's like, all right, but like Zuffa's not promoting this. You feel me? Like Dana White want to be talking shit. You know what I mean? He acting like we in competition with each other, so let's compete then. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be responsible for hosting our fight that has one of my fighters on it. You're not gonna benefit off of promoting one of my fighters that I'm contractually obligated to take care of. You feel what I'm saying? So he probably like, nah, like we not having Zuffa do this shit. you want this fight? We're not including Zuffa. So Sellers probably like, fuck it, then we got no other choice but to promote it ourselves. That's what I read. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, man, let's get into these open boxing topics. I'm feeling pretty good right now. You feel me? I probably got like a good 10 minutes before I call it a night. Probably earlier if you ain't got nothing else to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? My boy Trick said, anyway, don't speak English, and he don't have to. We know what time he's on. He fights anyone. That's a fact. This motherfucker, he taking on all challenges. When I really start, bro, because I was a little bit skeptical of Nayu and anyway at first. I'm like, I hope they not just gassing this nigga because, you know what I mean? He got the complexion of, I'm not gonna say the complexion for the protection, but when they aren't black fighters and they do some great shit, they people, So I was like, let me see what the fuck Nayu and anyway on. And when I seen him go up to 122 and do Stephen Fulton the way he did, that's when my perspective on NUA changed. I'm like, all right, this nigga is actually pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's such an underrated performance from NUA, bro. The way that he completely neutralized Fulton. Fulton at the time had one of the best jabs in boxing, good ring smarts, you know what I'm saying? Could box, could bang, all that shit. Like Fulton was on a hell of a run at that time. And I'm seeing NUA light on his feet, jabbing real good, jabbing to the body. He was just a step ahead of Fulton the whole time, just breaking him down with them straight shots to the body, combinations over the top. His combinations fluid as shit, where Fulton having a hard time seeing the shots and responding properly. You know what I mean? Man, like NUA fried Fulton, man. And it wasn't like on some mauling, just destruction. No, he broke him down piece by piece. Then he got him the fuck up out of there. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, all right, this nigga, like, he really is the monster. Like, he really is one of them ones. And from there, bro, he just been on a hell of a run. Like, his 122 run has been phenomenal. And they throwing niggas about, they trying to get somebody to beat him. Like, oh, he's ducking MJ. He went ahead and he fried MJ. Oh, Nakatani got the ability to beat him. He'll knock NUA smooth out. No, he couldn't beat him. Fulton, oh, I don't know, man. Fulton beat Fulton, bro. He unified 122 in like how many fights? Well, he became undisputed at 122 so quick. It was crazy. I remember they was talking about Picasso and shit. Like, they thought Picasso was going to do something. Man, now y'all keep lining them up, and now you were knocking them down, bro. That's a first. See, niggas be talking about, oh, Rolly, like, oh, am I going to be in the Hall of Fame? Bro, Nayu and NUA is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Hands down. Hands down. Yeah, he became undisputed in 2 fucking fights. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. You gotta respect that shit. People are saying that NUA gotta see Shushu. I think they tripping. I'm gonna keep it respectful because Shushu was he was a guest on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Great interview we did. If y'all ain't see that, go check it out. It's a little bit of an older interview. This was the fight before he became world champion. It was just so crazy to me looking back on that interview because he was venting his frustrations on how he can't seem to get a world title shot. And I brought up the rumor of him possibly fighting Carlos Castro, and at the time it wasn't solidified. They ended up making it, shortly after the interview, and then they ended up putting the world title up. And since then, he's been world champion. But in regard to him fighting Nayu and NUA, I think the only concern for NUA is how the way that he adjusts to 126. That's the only thing. I don't fear the style matchup between NUA and Shushu because I think that NUA has the style. I think he has the punch, I'm not gonna say the power, but I think he has the speed to deal with Shushu. I think he got the punch placement to deal with Shushu. I think he has the experience to deal with Shushu. I just think that he's overall just a better fighter. I think he's a better athlete than Shushu. Shushu could box a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He got some dog in him, you know what I mean? He tough fighter, you know what I mean? Good skill set, he's solid. No doubt about it. And he actually and Shushu pretty mean too. I ain't gonna lie. Like he got a mean streak to him. You know what I'm saying? So he's dangerous. But I don't see anything like style-wise that makes me feel like, especially in Shushu's latest performances. You know what I'm saying? He got hurt against Carlos Castro. He got hurt in his last fight to the body and shit like that. He's showing himself getting hurt to the head, getting hurt to the body. I don't know if that means that Shushu got to move up sometime soon or whatever the case is. How the way like he just been getting tested. But I think anyway beat Shushu, to be honest with you. My boy Forever Runway Fashion Line said for whatever reason Fulton wanted to fight him in Japan and Bozy should have talked him out of it. Or maybe he did. I don't know. Well, he wasn't with Bozy at the time, brother. He was with his manager / trainer, I guess you would say. I don't know if he's still his manager. Damn, what the fuck is his name? There's Zaire Rahim, brother. His name is it damn, what the hell is his name? Is it Wah? What? Oh, I forgot his name, man. My apologies. But it's I think it's Zaire Rahim, brother. And then his other coach, I think his name Hamza. So that was his coaches at the time. I don't think he started training with Bo until he fought Brandon Figueroa, I think. I don't remember. It was around that time frame. I could be wrong, but that's when I started seeing Fulton over there training with Bo when he was getting ready for or when he probably went up to 126. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I know for a fact he wasn't with Bozy at the time that he fought anyway. You don't see anyone being Rafael Espinoza at 126 who's 6'1". Yeah, I think Anyway's biggest problem is them bigger dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody got their limits. You feel me? Like, as great as Manny Pacquiao was in his prime, he knew that 154 was a little bit too much for him. So that's why, you know, he stood his head. Because he was trying his hand. He wanted to fight these big motherfuckers up there. And then once he seen how the way they was punching and how they was able to walk through a lot of his shots, even though he was whooping their ass, he was like, yeah, them dudes at 154, they a little bit too strong for me. So, I mean, he stood his ass right back down at 47. But Espinoza definitely a problem. The fact that he's 6'1", 126, bro. Like, where the fuck these tall Mexicans come from? Like, what's up with these tall ass Mexican niggas just popping up out of nowhere? Like, since when they ever been known to be tall? I don't understand that shit. This new wave of niggas is crazy. Like Diego Pacheco, tall as shit. David Benavidez, tall as shit. Andy Ruiz, fucking I think Diego Pacheco got a brother named Frederico or some shit like that. He like 6'6". Like, where these big ass Mexican niggas coming from? They got Rafael Espinoza, 6'1". What? At 126, bro? What the fuck? Shit is crazy. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love as always. If y'all can go ahead and hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,700 mark. Looking to crack that 3,800 mark in due time. Big shout out to everybody that contributed to the channel today, whether it was through super chats, jewels, all of that good shit, man. That was my reaction to Rolly and Teofimo press conference. You know what I mean? And this was our, and that was our reaction to Matchroom wanting a fire undercard for AJ versus Fury. I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow night to give you guys my final prediction for Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez. So be on the lookout for that one. Until then, I hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.